Did you know that there are tons of Dress to Impress secret hacks that were recently added into the game without warning? That's right, besties, there are over 20 new secret hacks in Dress to Impress that have been released that you may have missed in the midst of the newest update. Stick around, besties, because I will even be showing you guys how to get into VIP for free at the end of this video. Don't forget to smash that like button if you like DTI secrets, and subscribe to be part of the Zesty Bestie Squad. Without further ado, besties, let's get into the Dress to Impress hacks video. Alrighty, besties, so the first hack is going to be over here by Lana's nail salon. If you take a look around, you can obviously see there's not too much going on here besides the usual hair, makeup, and nails. But, besties, if you go over here by this gorgeous poster, underneath it on this little ottoman table is a secret dress, you guys. Now, unfortunately, besties, you can only obtain this dress if you completed the Halloween quest. However, besties, there were a ton of you guys asking where this dress was, and it's actually hidden over here by this little dresser. Alrighty, besties, if you didn't play around for the Halloween update, fear not, because hack number 2 is totally free for every player. If you guys haven't noticed already, the back bow got a massive update in the latest update. There's now 8 new toggles for this back bow. Previously, there was only 2 toggles. And let me just tell you, besties, these toggles are absolutely insane. There's even a toggle that includes the bow in the front, which kind of looks like the Madoka set. There's also one that makes it a collar, and one that makes a bow flower crown, which is so cute. I love this bow flower crown. This is probably one of my favorite ones. Alrighty, besties, so the next hack is also free for all players on this back wall by the accessories. If you didn't know, guys, the bat over here now has a newest toggle, which allows it to have paint onto it. Now, if you guys get a little bit creative with it, you can actually add blood onto it, giving it a blood effect. This will definitely come in handy for some more spooky and horror type themes. Alrighty, besties, so the next hack is also a blood related hack, which is available in the men's section, you guys. If you head on over to this tank top over here, toggle over to where it says dirty, you can now have a blood pattern on your shirt. Now try to keep the secret hidden, you guys, because Dress to Impress has removed blood related content in the past. I think they're trying to have a little bit of a loophole for this, that way players can have some type of blood on their outfits, but I have a feeling this might get removed by the Roblox terms of service. So make sure you guys take advantage of the blood patterns now before it gets removed. Alright, besties, so the next hack is over here by the short section. This was something that was recently added as well that I think a lot of players might have missed. If you go over to this short section over here and toggle onto the 4th option, you can now have mini shorts. These are perfect for the summertime or to make a baddie summer look. It's gonna look iconic. You're definitely not gonna want to miss these short shorts. The next hack, besties, is over here by the dresses section. If you go on the top shelf, first one, and click on this dress with a little fur on the bottom and head over to the toggles, you can turn this fur dress into a sleek and sophisticated dress. All you have to do is make sure it's toggled onto the number 2 and that you add the layer option. This gives it like a geometric kind of sleek, sophisticated dress. Perfect and ready for the runway. You can also add some shoulder straps for a little bit of pizzazz, but I personally like it without the straps. Alrighty, besties, so the next hack is over here in the stocking / arm warmer section. For this hack, you guys have to make sure you are not wearing any shoes. Head on over to the toggle section over here and click feet. This gets rid of your feet and gives you kind of like a ghost effect. So if you're looking for an option when you're making an outfit to make sure you guys have no legs, this is the hack that you should be using. They also have these available in these stockings as well. The next hack is over here in the men's section, you guys. If you go over onto the top shelf, second one by this puffer jacket, they now have this iconic cropped female puffer jacket, as well as a full version. I'm absolutely obsessed with the colors of this. It is so gorgeous, and I love the gradient effect. There's so many endless possibilities with this jacket, and I kind of love that there's a new option for girlies, as well as the men as well. But, you know, it is what it is. The next toggle is over here by the shoe section. It's going to be these gorgeous heels. Now, in a more recent update, you are now able to choose the different types of length for these heels, but you can also choose how you want the platform to be. You can choose to be a low platform, a medium platform, or a high platform. And they are an alternative version to these heels, which also have a ton of height to them, but they're a little less bulkier than this one. The next hack is over here in the accessories corner by this necklace over here. I know a lot of girlies in the past have been dying for a different version of this necklace, and I'm so happy they added this toggle to the game. If you hover over to the second toggle, you now have yourself a single pendant pearl necklace. This is definitely something I know myself and a bunch of other of you guys have been dying to have for a while in Dress to Impress. And honestly, you guys, it is actually stunning. I love the way this turned out. It's now a lot less bulkier and a little more sleeker and sophisticated for those very simple yet elegant looks. If you besties have made it this far into the video, make sure you guys are smashing that like button, for the next 3 secrets are going to be super duper hidden. Even the OGest of Dress to Impress players still don't even know where these items are. Our next hack is going to be over here on this table. Now I know what you're thinking. Where is there an item over here. Well, besties, if you zoom in onto this table over here, there is the balloon dress, you guys. Now, granted, this is something you had to obtain in the Easter event a while back, but I know a lot of Dress and Press players have been dying to know where this is located, and it's now hidden on this back dresser over here. These next two items are free for all players and are super duper hard to find. The next hack is going to be the hot dog costume, which a lot of players actually thought Dress and Press got rid of, but if you guys look closely over here, it is now located on the bottom floor next to this scarf over here. And voila, besties, you have yourselves the hot dog costume. And you guys, the last super hidden hack is going to be over here by the stairs located near the skin changing section. If you look over on this potted flower plant, to the right of it on the floor is going to be the cupcake costume. Now, I know for a lot of you guys, the hot dog and the cupcake costume are something that a lot of you guys thought they got rid of, but they actually have them back. They're just hidden on the floor on Dress and Press. And keep in mind, besties, for every update they do in Dress and Press, they always hide these in a different location. The last two updates, they were hidden in a flower pot plant, and now this one, they're located on different sides of the floor. Make sure you guys are keeping an eye out for the hot dog and the cupcake costume, which is always going to be hidden on the floor or inside something random in Dress and Press. Alright, besties, so the next hack is going to be over here by the shirt section. It's going to be this shirt over here next to the corset. Once you click on the shirt, there's actually going to be an option that says with an undershirt that actually gives it a little bralette underneath. I actually really like this hack because it's super cute for something a little casual, something really cute for like pajamas, just something really simple, and I just like the fact that you can add that underneath the shirt. The next hack is going to be over here in the hat section, and it's going to be over here by this baseball cap. If you besties didn't know, the backwards baseball cap is actually a toggle, so if you're tired of the baseball cap facing forward, you can also have it facing backwards now. This next hack is only available to players who play during the Valentine's Day event 2025. If you hover over to the heart over here in the Valentine's Day section and go over to this shirt over here and select the toggle number 2, you now have yourselves a belt for a necklace. It's a very sleek and sophisticated fashion statement, and you can also pair it with an actual belt to kind of give it that like layering aspect. Alrighty, besties, this next hack is going to be in the hair section, but it's not actually going to be the hair itself. If you scroll on through the hairs and find this one over here with the flowers, if you go over to the toggles and hit only flowers, this allows you to have these gorgeous large flower headpieces to be added to your crowns. This will make a really good fashion statement if you want to do like a flower crown, something floral, very sophisticated and fun. And don't worry, besties, even though it's in the hair section, it's not actually a hair. It's just a toggle that you can use. Alrighty, besties, so this next hack is going to be in the VIP section. So if you guys do not have VIP, unfortunately, you cannot do this next hack. Once you're in the VIP section, you're gonna head on over to the dresses. It's going to be this little dress with fur on it. If you go to the toggles and hit fur only and full fur, this is also gonna be really good to have in handy when you're doing some kind of adjustment layer outfits or anything with like goddesses, cloud goddess, any kind of stormy look, something with like some kind of fluff to it, a little bit of fur. This is definitely something you're gonna want to use. Even if you don't use the dress itself, it's good to have the option of not having the dress as well. Alrighty, besties, this next hack is something that I didn't even know about until recently. If you head on over to the makeup section and go over to the makeup, you can actually switch the order of items to be able to determine where you want things placed. This is especially useful if you're trying to layer things like noses, because ultimately you can swap layers and decide which nose looks better on top and which nose looks better on the bottom. That way it doesn't automatically decide for you when it comes to playing Dress and Press with the makeup. This is just a simple hack that I found out later on, and also I didn't want to have odd numbers, so I had to add this extra fact so I wouldn't have 19 hacks. But honestly, this is super duper useful because a lot of people don't know you can actually change the order of certain makeup things. Alrighty, besties, so this is going to be the last hack in this video. I'm going to teach you guys how to get over to the VIP section without actually having VIP. Now, granted, you can't use any of the items, but this does give you kind of a better idea on how to look at the VIP section without actually having VIP. So that way you can browse all the items before actually purchasing VIP. This is for a lot of you guys who ask, is VIP worth it? Is it something that's necessary when it comes to playing Dress and Press? This is your ultimate way of figuring that out without actually having to buy VIP first. So what you're going to do is when you go into a free play mode server, now this could be your own or someone else's server, and you're going to hit the commands Shift and the letter P. Once you do that, you'll notice that everything wipes away and you have full access to the whole entire screen. You can zoom in and out as far as you want, but a good thing about this is that you can actually tour the whole Dress and Press studio, which means, bestie, you guys can also fly on over to the VIP section without having VIP. Now, granted, some things will look a little blocky here. You're not gonna be able to see the full outfits going on in here, but you do kind of get a gist of some certain things like accessories, like this little parasol, and certain kinds of the dresses are also gonna be loaded in as well. So you do get somewhat of a preview when it comes to looking inside, but you don't get the full effect of VIP, unfortunately, as this is something I haven't been able to figure out yet. But as of now, this is also a pretty good alternative to be able to look through the VIP section before actually purchasing VIP. Well, besties, that is it for today's hacks video. Make sure you guys comment down below what your favorite hack is from this video and how many out of 20 you already knew. Also, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to join the Zest Bestie Squad, and turn on our post notifications. Also, don't forget to join our Roblox group linked at the top of my description. And with that, besties, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, besties!